Hello, all my YouTube friends. And first, let us all wish you a very happy new year. And may God bless your whole year. And you have a better year this year than you did last year. We're going to be talking about something very, very important today. Something that I've studied for years. And years ago, they didn't like a lot of stuff coming out. They still don't. But this here is very, very important. If you'll see here, I got a bottle of what they call lecithin. And what it's good for, cleaning out your arteries. And my dad had a massive heart attack when he's 50 years old. And this was back in the early 70s. And he done everything they told him to do: no salt, no fat, no eggs. And he got worse and worse until after 3 years, uh, they diagnosed him with only 6 months to a year to live. Then my grandmother, his mother, told him about different vitamins and minerals and told him about this lecithin will clean out your arteries. So he started taking it and he lived to be 84 years old. So that's just kind of a brief summary. I could get into a lot of details, but I won't. And my father-in-law was supposed to have surgery on his legs because his arteries are plugged up. And he asked me about it, so I went and bought him granulated lecithin. And he took 3 tablespoons a day. That's what they require, 3 tablespoons a day. Now they got it in capsules like 1,200 milligrams, and you can take 3 of them a day. And then 21 days later, he felt something like crawling on his leg, and I told him he would feel such a thing. And his arteries were all open. Prior to that, he was going to the doctor's office taking 1 liter of water a week off of his knee. And after 21 days, everything opened up. He never had an issue. He was 70 years old. And then when he was 84 years old, he never missed a day of taking his lecithin. When he went in, because he had a heart valve problem, and they run that catheter up his arteries, they said his arteries was clean as a newborn baby's. They couldn't get over how clean his arteries were. So this works. I'm not a doctor, and by some crazy thing, it won't work for you. But everybody that's ever taken it, I even got a friend that had a stent put in his heart arteries, and after a few months of taking this, he went back and they do this sound thing. They said that they couldn't believe how much his blood flow increased to his artery. So it makes a difference. And what's remarkable is the FDA, they like to shut a lot of stuff down. Vitamins can't say where they can help you. They might help you in certain ways or certain areas of your life. They shut all that down. But this is what's funny. On lecithin, they finally allowed them to put on for women breastfeeding. It cleans out the ducts so a woman can produce more milk. Folks, it's one of the biggest hidden secrets of American people. Everyone should be on lecithin every day. On this bottle here for women, for breastfeeding, it says take 2 a day, one twice a day. So that's 2 a day. This one only says one. But through my experience, that's not enough to start out with. I started out with 3 a day, and I was surprised because I was only 18 years old, but I felt a tickling inside across my chest. And that's what happens when this stuff starts breaking loose. You might feel a tickling somewhere. It's not uncomfortable. It's not like itchy, but you can feel it if you're awake. But I take 3 a day to start out with for maybe 2 months. Make sure your arteries are getting clean. 3 months, 4 months, 10 months, it doesn't matter. I take 3 every day. But if you want to, after a while, after 2 or 3 months, then you can cut it back to like 1 or 2 a day. It'll keep your arteries clean. I mean, all the research shows it. Now, like I said, I'm not a doctor, so if you don't want to take it, don't take it. But if you having a stent or you have been having chest pains or they say your arteries are clogging up, give it a try. But I would take at least 1,200 milligrams a day. That's what I take. Or 3 tablespoons of granulated lecithin a day. You can put it in oatmeal, cereal, cooking, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just get it in there. You can even make homemade bread and then make sure how many slices you got that you'll get 3 tablespoons of that a day. So whether it be like 2 slices, and make sure you got a tablespoon and a half in each slice. So there's a lot of ways to incorporate it. So it's very, very important um, to unplug blocked arteries. It's the old research. I used to study all this stuff for 50 years. When I seen my health of my dad turn around, when they gave him 6 months a year to live because his arteries were so plugged up, his car was 100 foot from the door, approximately. He'd have to rest before he got to his car. And what was changed my dad's mind, he was going to this heart specialist, and the doctor told him, if you eat like I eat, and live like I live, you'll live to be 100 years old. So dad took him at his word. No eggs, not much fat, salt substitute back then, though that was a big thing. And he went to him for 3 years. He's getting worse. So one of his appointments when he went, he asked for the doctor, and she said, "Oh, the doctor is gone." Well, Dad thought he moved, and the nurse said, "No, he passed away." And Dad said, and he was 2 years younger than my dad. My dad was only like 51 or 52, and she said he died of a heart attack. Well, my dad says, "I'm not going this route no more." So he went back, asked his mother, who was a registered nurse for 50 years, and she told him what to do, what to take, because she studied this stuff for majority of her life. Started living, he lived to be 84 years old. And another thing, very, very important, you remember how they always tell you to listen to the scientists, the FDA. They're going to tell you what to do. Do you remember when pork would kill you, then it become the other white meat? Do you remember when eggs were bad for you? Now they're the most nature's perfect food. So when they tell you this kind of stuff, you got to do your own research on this kind of stuff. How they can tell people something for 25 years that'll kill you, then tell you, oh, it's the most perfect food. Your best source of lecithin is eggs, especially if you get fresh farm eggs that feed other things besides just processed feed. But any eggs is a good source of lecithin, which will help keep your arteries clean. So I hope this helps everyone or someone. Someone's got a problem. And I believe with all my heart it can help you. And I want to do another video pretty soon. It's going to be probably will affect more people in one of my videos in the future. It's going to be a problem that a lot of people have that work for a living. So stay with us, come along with us, and we appreciate all of your people that subscribe and all your comments. And we just pray that God blesses you each and every day. Thank you very much.